Hello, I am Brother Kelly Hughes, Chaplain of the Arts. We are broadcasting live to tape from the beautiful Valiant Theatre here in the heart of Winnipeg's greasy tenderloin. This is Kelly Hughes Live Slices Fringe Edition, which happens every single year at this time. If you are listening to us on the radio, you're listening to 101.5 UMFM. We are every Saturday at 1 p.m. and then all throughout Fringe when it is Fringe time. If you're watching us, we are on YouTube from now until the sun swallows the earth. Thank you so much for stopping by, and thank you to my guests for stopping by. We're laughing already.
Oh yeah,
that's good.
Bring it on.
That's positive. We have got Alana Penner. Krista. My God,
Kristy
Woolam.
Close enough.
I'm just like, who is on here? Kristy Woolam, Devon Sands.
That's right.
How y'all doing?
Good.
Pretty good.
Good.
It's nice
Warm.
to be here.
Yeah.
Humid.
Yeah, it is a little bit. It's not so warm today, but it is kind of. I turned the AC off, and I was like, "Oh, it's only 20. It was 21 this morning, but it is a bit
Sticky.
It is a bit.
Muggy,
Yeah,
muggy.
it
Muggy?
is. Yeah, it is a bit. Are you? So you're from Manitoba?
I'm local, yes.
Right. Where are you from?
Vancouver, British Columbia.
Okay, so you're used to the
I like
sticky.
this.
No, it was like 21 degrees when we left. It was beautiful.
Oh yeah. And you're also from there, Devon?
Vancouver as well.
Yeah. Is it just? It's a different. You're saying it's a different kind of a sticky.
It's like a wave. Like
you
walk into a George Foreman grill of some kind. That's
Wow.
what I don't know how relevant.
So a guy walks into a George Foreman grill.
Yeah, I remember this joke. Yeah.
So what I usually do at the beginning is I'm going to ask you all the same question. I want to know, what's your deal? What's your, kind of the condensed version of your story? Like, why do you exist? And then give me the elevator pitch for your show. Devon, you start, since you look pretty sharp.
Oh man, I'm feeling dull right now. Been acting for 20-something years on and off. I used to coach rock climbing. I still sort of
coach
rock climbing. Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever I say coach, people assume acting. No, I coach rock climbing, trainer. I used to do video editing, still kind of do it, and now I've kind of fallen back into acting again. Yeah, I like to read video games, movies, everything that gets my mind off the whole sun swallowing the earth, like you said before. Yeah.
And the show?
The show, A Curated Exit, written by Kristy. I play Steve and another character, Bob, which is an AI in the show itself. So I got to do a little bit of juggling. Do you want to talk about the show, or do you want me to talk about it more?
Took a little.
Oh yeah. The way I really loved reading it for the first time I auditioned for Kristy. It's a story about two people whose relationship might not be the most honest or transparent, and AI is sort of in the middle of that, or technology, and we kind of figure out how to be honest with one another by simply communicating better, and what you don't get to say and what you don't get to be. And I think there's a lot of heart and emotion to the core of that script and what we produced over the last month and a half. I think it's going to be excellent. I've had a lot of fun working with Kristy and our director, Richard White. I'm super excited. I'm very stoked.
Well, he did all right, Alana? He did
Awesome.
pretty good.
Yeah, you're sharp.
Oh, yeah.
Kristy, same question.
Okay. So I've been doing comedy and performing for what, 10 to 15 years. But this is the first play that I wrote and produced myself. Working with a great team. Devon, he was just my favorite from the start. From his audition,
yeah, I can see that.
I worked with an incredible director who wasn't able to come to Fringe with us, Richard, who's become a close friend as well. I wrote the show inspired by a couple of things. Number one, what Devon said about technology and how we use it to shield us from the things that we can't control, or the things that are chaotic and messy, but how that it really doesn't work, right? And the dangers of letting technology take us further away from what it means to be human. And also specifically about one of the messiest, most terrifying, but most human things, death. I lost my mother, my grandfather, and a close friend all in a very short space of time. And one of the things that happened then is that I realized we often don't talk about death, the physical process of dying, like how scary, but also how beautiful that whole process can be. And I wish we talked about that more. So that's definitely one of the themes of the play, using technology to shield us from being honest with each other in relationships, but also using technology to avoid the things we fear, like death and uncertainty.
Well, I want to talk about death a little bit less because I'm 56 and my life
All
is
right,
circling
no
the
more
drain.
death.
No. I'm fine for the next. I'm fine for the next 50 minutes, and then I can cleanse my palate. It's all fine. Alana Penner, same question.
I am working on Panic, a live action, a live studio musical by Stephen Dolganoff, who is a playwright out of New York. We've been working on this for 4 years. I guess to circle back to your first question, I've been involved in theater since I was a child. I got involved in music with my mom, and then in school
Of course,
plays.
are you Mennonite?
Yes.
Of course, you were involved in music.
How can you tell?
Yes, already.
Yeah. So our show is Panic Live Studio, a live studio musical. And we are looking at the 1938 Orson Welles War of the Worlds radio broadcast that scared millions of Americans into believing that the planet was being invaded by men from Mars. So I don't know if you booked us together at the same time, but the ideas of the threat of technology and the rose-colored glasses and, the detriment of, say, AI or fake news are definitely prominent themes these days.
It's just a happy coincidence. I do have one question. So you wrote your play, Kristy. Is Steve a good guy or a bad guy?
Steve is great.
Because Steve is like the douchiest name. I don't know any good Steves.
Oh dang! Two funny stories. I wanted to choose character names that weren't based on any friends or family, so I didn't know any of one of the names Steve. So it was a happy coincidence.
Yeah.
Other coincidence is that Zoe and Steve are the main characters. They were kind of placeholder names, and then I left it too long to change, and then I was like, they just work, and they just were that.
I think probably not everybody's going to think this. It's probably just my
maybe
own.
Maybe this is personal. Maybe you've just known some bad Steves.
Oh yeah, for sure.
How do you feel about Steven?
Well, that's the thing, right? Steven is fine, right?
Okay,
and you're like,
it's okay, Steven.
You know what? You're like, and that's why the guy who wrote your show, that's why he goes by Steven. Because he's like, I can't be just Steve.
Yeah.
That's no good. That's terrible. That's douchey.
Oh my God.
I don't know how to. I think this changes my approach to the character.
Yeah.
Have you guys mounted the show elsewhere?
No, this is actually the world premiere.
Okay.
Nice. Curated exit. We did a little mini prep show, tech rehearsal in Vancouver, but very excited to premiere it here in Winnipeg at one of the biggest Fringe festivals in the world. So we're really excited.
That is exciting. Are you in it, Kristy, or is somebody else playing?
I'm in it, so I'll be playing the role of Zoe, and then Devon's playing the role of Steve and the AI character Bob.
So you were. How did you feel about? You felt pretty good about handing it over to your director. You
100%. Of course, I wrote this play and it's near and dear to my heart, but you can never. It's never good for someone to write a story and tell it in isolation. You got to have other people working on it. I had some great people dramaturging the play. I handed over to the director and I'm like, you go ahead and we want to make your vision come to life. And Devon has been an integral part of this process. We've made so many changes and developed the play based on his input as well. It's been very creative.
And to be fair, I only know nice Devons. All the Devons I know, male, female, all great.
Oh. I actually agree with that. I've only ever met nice Devons.
Yeah.
That's good.
Alana, how are you working with a director? Are you a director's dream, or are you,
Well, that's a loaded question given the comments that just happened, but I'm actually co-directing this one.
Oh, okay.
So, but I have been blessed. My collaborative partner, Lori Fisher, and I have, we previously worked with the same playwright. In 2022, we produced the Canadian premiere of Monster Makers, which was about the history of very popular and the behind the scenes drama that was larger than life for the Nosferatu, for Universal's Frankenstein's, and then the Hammer horror films. So now we're coming at this one. After I did that show, I actually went to New York and I met with the playwright, and he mentioned this project, this script for Panic. And after I read it, I said, "Can we have to do this?" So he's been very supportive, and we've been picking his brain nonstop. He's been such a wonderful resource and a cheerleader for us.
A real Steven, not a
Yes.
not a Steve.
fabulous
I
theater.
was about to
Are
say,
you in the show too, or?
I am, but
You don't direct yourself. Your co-director directs you.
yes, we
right.
we take
Yeah.
we take turns on that, but we are basically window dressing next to the fellow who is playing our Orson Welles. Jordan Phillips is
Okay.
phenomenal. He's on stage the entire time. He has 11 songs,
Oh.
and as he has said in interviews before, he interacts with all of the other characters. Other characters rarely interact with each other. We're all interacting through him.
Yeah.
So but these are wonderful, talented local human beings, and I feel blessed that they agreed to join me on this adventure.
Have you did you see or listen to any of the versions of War of the Worlds?
Well, I'm a researcher by nature, so I did. I read the book. I listened to Howard Koch's original broadcast with Orson Welles. I also went through all of the research materials that our playwright referenced. That way, I would have all of that background information, and the things that I learned were absolutely fascinating. There was someone who went outside and thought what he saw in the sky was a spaceship, so he fired shots, and the water tower went dry. And that's actually a lyrical reference in our show. There were people locking their children in the basements. There were people who fled their homes and then were burglarized and sued the radio station. It's unbelievable the things that went down.
So you did your research. You skipped the Tom Cruise version, but do you think people are more or less credulous now? Like I sort of wonder. Like I just sort of wonder about the. I just wonder. It was such a different time, and I feel like it's hard to know. We're talking about AI. It's hard to know what to believe now, right? That's the thing.
Yes.
Like I just feel like then, like people heard it on the radio, so they just believed it. And I feel like sometimes, like people don't believe. What confuses me about people, and maybe you guys know the answer. People don't believe the truth, but then they believe all the weird conspiracy theories thing. You know what I mean? Like, no, this is not what happened. It's some other like weird thing. I mean, do you think that? Why do you think that it was so different then?
Well, in 1938, radio was still very revolutionary, and people took it at face value, but they had the rose-colored glasses on, right? I mean, even with the broadcast, it was reported in the newspaper. There are segments of the radio broadcast where they pause for a commercial break and say, "This is a dramatization." But the people who listened didn't hear that.
Right.
They assumed it was a late-breaking bulletin interrupting a show in process.
Yeah.
So when it's been nearly 100 years, but at the same time, we're running into the same problems where, we've got AI now. It's wonderful. It's making our lives so much easier, but some people don't pause to consider the risks affiliated with it.
Yeah. I mean, it's, I'm on social media quite a bit, and I see there's just so much stuff that's not real. Like I'll see images, and even now writing, people post these things all the time. It's like some story, some apocryphal story there was something the other day I read about Frank Sinatra and this great thing he did for his, this guy that was working on one of his films. And then I looked it up and I couldn't find it anywhere except in this exact same format. And I'm like, this is just a fake story that somebody didn't even write themselves. They prompted some AI and AI wrote the story, and then it just moves around. And you also see some of the the AI art, a lot of it is fairly obvious, but I've noticed you see a lot of like old pictures that are kind of cleaned up or colorized or like, and so, but they're not real. It's some woman sitting on it, and dressed sort of in Victorian dress or whatever, and sitting on a fountain or whatever. And you look and you go, well, that's really clear. This picture shouldn't look like this. And
something's off.
And people, like this stuff and they share it and so these things just kind of start moving around like a cancer without any provenance, and they're just there. And then I feel like in 20 years, like, are people just going to think that's a real, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like how's this going to play out over time?
Did they just get mixed in with all the real things?
I feel like there's so much access to so many different, spouts of information. There's no fact checking. There's no bibliography index. Like, there's no way to check if anything is, and by on that account, everything looks amazingly like the leaps in technology we've had, that things can pass for what we deem realistic, and then it gets disseminated and spread. And like the number of times I've had to talk to a family member over the age of 60 who's telling me like they saw a cat driving a bus.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, it wasn't a bus.
Okay, boomer.
Yeah. and but next thing you know, everybody's saying the one narrative, like you said, that one story just becomes common knowledge.
It becomes an urban legend.
And I've even said to people, like when I see stuff that I know is, because there's AI photo checkers and text checkers on the internet. So you can take text or take a photo and search, and it'll say, 93% probability that this is AI. And so I think that, you can figure it out. But then I've said to people, this isn't real. This is fake. And they go, oh, well, I still like it. And so even after they found out that it's bullshit, they, because they want to see a cat driving a bus.
Yeah.
Or you want to see an elephant saving somebody from an alligator, and
it dilutes the truth too, because there's things that are real that you don't know if you can believe it, because you're like, maybe it's AI, I have no idea, and that really scares me to not be able to tell the difference.
So do you think that people then just lean into their own biases?
Yeah.
Because then you just go, well, I wanted to believe that anyway, so that's what I'm going to believe.
If it's the narrative that they want, they'll just go along with it. And I mean, we're probably guilty of it too to some extent, but it does get harder and harder to figure out what's real.
Kristy, what is the most outlandish thing that you believe?
That I believe?
Yeah, that maybe is a bit controversial.
Oh, I believe money shouldn't exist.
Okay.
Like, I just think it shouldn't exist.
Yeah, okay. That checks out. Alana, how about you?
I'm not quite sure how to answer that question. Let's see left.
Sorry, did it look like a person that was here for an interview?
Well, possibly, but also with a takeout.
Yeah.
Okay.
So were you having food delivered? Or
no.
Okay. Well, hi. Well, as sad as this is going to sound, I want to believe in the goodness of people, but I keep being challenged. That feels pretty dark to say.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Okay. You want to believe in the goodness of people, but maybe you're wrong.
Well, I want to believe that people can be altruistic, but, that can be few and far between.
Devon, what's the most out there thing that you believe? Come on.
I got a couple.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
I think that if you don't have a dog, you shouldn't go for walks. That's what I do. I think who are these other people? If I don't know
I
what
have a dog.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing, but like I have to be out there
because
I'm trying to drop energy levels. But these people are going in circles nowhere with nowhere to go, and I'm like, I'm not the first. I just say, get out of the way.
Yeah.
You're taking up walking space for us dog owners. And then I see people with cats walking their cat. I'm like, what are you doing? They're turtles, whatever, birds. I'm just saying, if you don't have a dog, just go do other things.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people. So
that's like number 7. I got like 10 more. I can.
Do you live in an area where there's like it's very congested? Like,
I got people
are these people actually in your way?
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm not gonna move my dog for their sake.
Yeah.
My dog's like, he's pushing 13. He's done his time. I'm like, get out of my. I make people go onto the road to go around. I'm just saying, I should have right away dog.
How do you feel about people that go to the dog park with no dog and they just sit there?
Isn't that an abduction?
That's a little weird.
Well, during 2020 or like 2020 prior, when the whole Pokemon Go thing started going nuts, there was a Pokemon. I never played it, but there was like a catch area or something, some big popular area in the dog park itself. So I had all teenagers to adults just crowding the dog park, going into the dog park, and I'm telling them, you gotta get out of here. Look, man, I got some strong beliefs when it comes to.
So they were walking their invisible dog.
No, they're looking for
Pokemon.
They're looking for Pokemon.
Okay. I was like, but does the Pokemon count as a pet then? If they catch it.
That's a philosophical question.
Actually.
What kind of dog do you have?
He's an Aussie Shepherd Border Collie.
Yeah.
His name is Hobbs.
Oh, so he's a Border Collie. So he just wants to he's got a lot of energy. He wants to chase the ball, chase the frisbee,
He's solar powered.
tell you what to do.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Get on the streets. I'm trying to drop these energy levels.
Yeah.
I got.
See, I thought you were referring to yours at first.
No.
And now I understand it's
No,
I
I get it. My partner and I have done a lot of rescue work.
Mm-hmm.
So we've fostered or rescued or adopted or whatever 300 dogs and cats.
Oh, that's great.
And no, 200. That's a lie.
Oh, never mind.
That's
I
still
take it back.
substantial. That's 3 digits.
No.
And
that's pretty good.
And I know that like certain dogs end up in rescue because like huskies have so much energy and people like the way they look and they go, oh, this is a beautiful dog. And then they get these puppies and then these dogs have just so much energy and people can't handle it. We work with a rescue called Manitoba Great Pyrenees Rescue. So and we always have when we adopt, we don't do as much fostering as we used to. When we adopt, we always adopt an older dog, and often, we'll get a dog that has heartworm or something, or this last one had heartworm and Lyme disease. So, because people don't really, a lot of people don't take care of their animals.
No.
But there's a lot of Great Pyrenees that also get end up in foster because they need lots of room. They don't have any recall. There's like certain things that they do that people are just so dumb about.
Yeah. Can I add an amendment to my belief?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I think people should take a test if you're going to own a pet.
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
There should be a screening
I think
process.
that's enough for like a law to be written.
I used to be a veterinary technician and same
okay.
thing. So a constant like people shouldn't have pets who had pets like saw that all the time.
Well, I will say I've fostered and I generally foster fail, but I work with pocket, I was working with Popcorn and Binky's Animal Rescue. So they're the pocket pet rescue locally, and we have had 3 rabbits through them, and we've taken in a guinea pig as well. I always take the ones with the health issues too, because they need that extra love and that extra specialty.
Pocket pets, exotic pets, birds, all of these animals, and people have no idea how to take care of them, and the abandon rate is so high.
It really does. Like the people that I know, like that have worked in rescue in a long time, and the people that run these rescues and whatever, like they're all so burned out.
Yes.
I have a friend who she has a rescue that they're not a rescue exactly because they work with fly-in communities in the north, and they so they do a lot of they go up and they do a lot of spay and neuter clinics.
Is that canine?
No, it's I won't say what it is because I want to say something. I want to say something about it.
Okay.
But they and they bring dogs down, and they fix them up and whatever, and then they send them off to other rescues. So they're not actually a rescue, but like my friend who does that is so burned out. It's like I saw her yesterday, and it's just and it's just part of it is like your faith in humanity, which is what you're talking about. Like it's hard to hang on to that because like we've got a dog who's just not any kind of dog. She's a brown dog, and her name is Honey, and she's the sweetest thing. And she had we think that she was probably hit by a car at some point because it seemed like she had a cracked pelvis, like her back end is underdeveloped, and she kind of walks funny. But she is absolutely the sweetest thing in the whole world. I mean, she's we had to stop taking her to the dog park because she got a little bit reactive, and I'm not like we do old dogs, and so they do whatever they do. We don't do, I'm not buying all the Caesar, whatever his name is, books. You know what I mean? Whatever. We just stopped going to the dog park with her because she got a little bit weird. But like with people, she's just so nice, and she'll come and sleep on your bed with you, and she's just absolute sweetest thing. And she came from the country. Everybody's terrible. It's city people, it's country people, it's people up north, people down south. Everybody's terrible. And is that somebody for interview? Yes. Okay, come on in. I left the door open because we were running late, but I didn't because of where we are, sometimes people come in looking for sandwiches and stuff. But anyway, so she was from the country outside of Steinbach, and Rural Animal Management Services found her, and she was fixed, so they called her people, and they said, "Oh no, we moved to BC. We gave her to the neighbor, the farmer or whatever," and then they called the farmer, and he said, "No, that's not my dog. That's just some stray."
Yeah.
And like, so she was never like, she didn't seem like she was abused, but like the nicest dog, like the nicest dog. We've had a lot of dogs, the nicest dog, and like, first of all, who just like moves anywhere without their dog? Who, you know what I mean? Like, and I know that sometimes people have to like move into a place and it's not pet friendly or whatever, but honestly, like,
your pet is family.
I would be living out in the street in a cardboard box with my pets, right? I wouldn't go somewhere.
Yeah.
So that is just what I don't understand. And then they give her to somebody who obviously didn't.
We
want
went
her.
through that with our family. We had a cat that was that showed up in our yard, and we took it in to get it ID'd, and it had been through 4 homes. It had been declawed and left outside because they went on vacation. So we're like, okay, so you don't want her, clearly. We're going to keep her now.
We've confiscated a cat or two. Yeah.
When I was a teenager, I was at a party, and I see this like you know those large Tupperware containers, like you know the
Rubbermaid?
Yeah, those ones. Thank you, Rubbermaid containers. And it had some holes poked in it. I was like sitting outside the front door, and I was like, this is weird. What the hell is this? So I like walk out of the party and I open it up, and there's this rabbit like living inside this Rubbermaid container. And I grabbed the rabbit and the box, and I called my friend from the car. I'm like, we're leaving right now. She's like, why? I'm like, we're leaving. I stole the rabbit because I couldn't leave it there. I couldn't leave it there. They just had to live it, and it was filthy. The box was filthy, and it was just disgusting. This rabbit was filthy and so skinny. I'm like, we're getting out, and like so I stole the rabbit and it lived with me. But I didn't feel bad about that. I was like, this rabbit's coming with me.
That sounds like a Superstore commercial. Start the car.
It was. I was like, get out of here before someone stops me. We're taking this rabbit. I mean, I don't really endorse crime, but I think this is real. But
you have my endorsement.
But kind of that's what you said about like wanting to be with good people. I think this on the flip side, I have met so many altruistic people who help animals, and like one of my favorite things to do when like traveling to other countries is like find the animal rescuers there and find a way to like spend a day volunteering with them, buy them some food, give them like some money, like because there are people all over the world that are just desperately trying to make a difference in their one little place. Like I was in the Philippines last year, and I met all of these rescues who are just like rounding up hundreds of pets every year, deworming, spay, neuter vaccines, and they're doing incredible work and like teaching people how to care for their animals. And like, so if you want to find the good in people, look for those people.
Well, and like you guys are all saying, it's like if you're having trouble with faith in humanity, work with rescue animals, because their faith in humanity has also been shook. So you guys can heal together.
One of the oh my gosh, I know pretty well, and his name has dropped out of my head. He's a Dutch comedian who's here doing a show, and he's here all the time. And when Russia attacked Ukraine, he had a little tour that was booked in Russia. He canceled it, and he went to Ukraine and worked with rescues. Like he went to Ukraine and brought them, he brought a bunch of food, and he did a bunch of stuff. And I mean, that, like, to me, that's a good person. You know what I mean? That's how you tell.
There was our company I worked for was supporting vets in Ukraine during that time, because there were vets they wouldn't flee the dangerous areas because they wanted to take care of animals, and they were performing surgeries by candlelight. Like they had no power, they had nothing, and they were just going there because they didn't want to abandon their patients, and like it was just incredible.
Yeah. Well, what do you say after that?
God bless them.
How come you stopped doing vet tech stuff?
It's gonna get a little sad. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Like
I mean, we've already had to listen to Devon and his weird rant about.
I loved it. I did it for many years. There came a point where emotionally it became very difficult for me. I worked at a very busy clinic, and there would be like 6 to 10 euthanasias every day, and sometimes your heart just can't do it anymore. But I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed helping animals. I enjoyed working with animals, working with people who loved animals. So it was very fulfilling.
I mean, the suicide rate among people that work
is very high.
It's higher than, you know, and
especially amongst veterinarians, it's the highest out of most professions.
And I get that. I mean, most of the stuff we do, you know, we don't have a dog very long. Like, you know, sometimes we'll just have a dog for a year because they're at the end of their life, but it always feels rewarding to kind of, you know, give them a nice soft place to land. I mean, it's hard to know what their life was like, but and the other thing is, the nice thing about old dogs is they're chill. I mean, not your dog, but
he's getting there. He's slowing
but
down.
but like everything, like we try to keep everything in our house just kind of chill. And so when we get a new old dog, we have a bunch of cats. So our number one rule is the dog interested in the cats at all? No. Is he ignoring the cats? Yes, he's in. Because if you have a dog that's too interested in the cat, you're going to have problems. Because, you know, you just need a dog that's just going to be like, you know, whatever. So we always have big dogs. We always have like big, you know, we don't even look at a dog unless they're over 100 pounds, you know, big dogs, because they kind of go, you know what I mean? They do their thing.
Well, they're moving furniture at that point,
but we have trackers on the animals because my partner Andy is concerned about, you know, them running away and whatever. But it also will give you the app, will tell you like what their activity level is. And one of our dogs like is active like less than 1 hour a day.
Oh, I love it.
Which
oh my
is,
gosh.
you know.
That sounds like my 18-year-old cat, so yes.
Alana, how many hours a day are you active?
Are we talking physically or mentally? Because the answers are not going to be great.
Mentally, I presume it's like all the time, right?
Yeah.
Are you one of those people? You look like a person that goes to bed and you lie there and your head just goes.
Yeah, the hamster wheel is constantly going. If I'm holding still, like sitting still for this interview is actually a challenge. Yeah. But the wheels are going pretty fast. So, but I'm working on 2 Fringe shows right now. So in reality, I'm probably at 6 3-hour rehearsals and or meetings and or painting sets and or, you know, commuting to and from my regular job. So
so have you not taken any time off? Or?
Oh, I am now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise you're gonna have to get me one of those jackets with the really long sleeves.
Yeah. Yeah. They tie around the back. Is that
the hug one.
They don't use those anymore.
Oh,
I know.
See how up to date I am on this.
I know. I've been in the psych ward. They just lock you in the room. Have you done a bunch of Fringes, Kristy?
No, this is my first Fringe, actually.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. I volunteered with Vancouver Fringe. I've been doing that for about 10 years.
Yeah.
This is my first time performing in a Fringe.
That's
so
wonderful.
Super excited.
Yeah. So you've left your life behind, all the stuff that you're supposed to be doing, all your
Run away to
responsibilities.
join the theater.
She divorced her husband, all that. She got it all
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know. You committed to the artist life.
Yeah. Well,
I haven't actually divorced my husband in case he's watching this.
I love you just separated, but sometimes it's Devon. Sometimes it's good to have a husband because the husband's going to pay for a few things.
Sure, yeah.
You know, you need a person with a job. I mean,
I have a job too, so I just don't sleep.
Yeah.
Luckily, I have ADHD, so I just just keep going.
I mean, who doesn't? Devon, do you have ADHD?
No, I'm pretty focused.
Yeah.
I'm pretty.
You're not hyper focused. You're just pretty focused. I've been doing some ADHD testing. I go back, I think tomorrow for my last. I've already been to 6 hours, and it's kind of funny because there's a bunch of things that are like, does it bother you when people do things too slowly? Which is very, very funny because I do get very impatient. But one of the questions was, do you walk around when, just what you said made me think of it, do you walk around when you're supposed to be sitting? And I'm like, well, no, because I know that I have trained myself to not, you know what I mean? You can't,
but you've made the active choice to change
but you're
that.
not like, if you're in a meeting, you can't like leave your seat and wander around. Unless...
but how do you know you're supposed to be sitting? Like just because you're in like that's a very specific situation, right?
You know you're supposed to be sitting because people say, would you sit back down?
Yeah, but that's their problem. You just stand up, start doing your own thing. It's like all those, movies, TV shows where you have a board meeting, the one guy that gets up and starts like, and another thing, and he starts like that's how you take charge and get things done, right?
Yeah.
You got to stand up sometimes.
Give us one more of your outlandish
Oh,
beliefs.
yeah.
All right, here we go.
Yeah,
Right
yeah,
now,
let's
off
hear
here.
it.
Oh man, the sun is not your friend.
Okay.
The sun, people that like to go tanning and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't understand. What kind of friend doesn't let you look at it? Right? If that's your friend, the sun is your friend. How come we can't look at you?
It burns you, dude.
Yeah, that's. I don't think that's that outlandish. I think we need to cool it on like the sun is your friend. Cool it, hot pun. But it's like
Are you
just,
suggesting like vitamin D is a hoax? Or-
I'm saying, I'm saying, just
Full
let's,
big farmer.
like let's ease up the beaches. It's not that great. It's overrated.
Oh.
Well, you live in Vancouver, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you haven't seen the sun until you got here, so
Wow. I don't know.
it's
like
not really. It's just kind of theoretical.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying if you
it's-
live in Vancouver, the sun is theoretical.
we get
There
like
we go.
glimpses of it every once in a while. We know it's still there.
And you're like, "Fuck you."
yeah,
You're
well,
not my friend.
I'm like, go away, we're fine. Like I think I've gotten maybe attuned to the cloudy, stepping off the having been to like India and South America, stepping off the plane, going from the plane to the terminal.
Yeah.
I was like, what's this, India? Like it's just a wave of heat
God,
cascading
yes.
right through.
Mhm.
And then I got into the terminal. I was like, you know what? I don't think I need a billet. I think I can just live in the terminal.
Yeah.
Like that movie.
Yeah.
How do you? So you don't do great in heat. You're not a warm weather person.
I don't mind it. I just like it's just like the crowding. Everybody's breathing heavy. Just like the atmosphere becomes this, and then everybody. That's all they talk about. It's like, oh, the
weather. Yeah.
Yeah, the weather. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm dying along with you. We're all dying together. Let's
So
just,
what do you want to talk about instead of the weather?
I don't know. It's right-wing
Theater.
politics, theater.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know. That small talk it becomes like the subject.
Have you always been like that? Have you always disliked small talk?
Yeah. I think the contrarian in me just wants to like do the exact opposite of whatever like the masses want to. I think we need to start everybody start going into their own direction, start living out in the woods. Just like we need to depopulate. Am I going off on a tangent?
No, this is great. This is some real tinfoil.
I think
stuff.
it's fine if you have your own beliefs and stuff. Like that when we were talking about everybody, not being able to fact check. It's fine if it only hurts you.
Yeah.
If it starts
If you
hurting
want to
other
believe
people,
something dumb.
yeah, make sure it only affects you and no one
Yeah.
else. I have no problem with that. But then
Yeah.
you start like spewing
Like-
off the mouth and like
Yeah.
start like burning things. I'm like, no, we got a problem.
Yeah.
You know.
Like you're not shooting those people that are walking without dogs.
No.
You're just
No,
they
I'm
just
like-
bother you.
I'm like shaming them with my eyes.
Yeah.
Right? I give them a glare. We don't glare enough at people anymore. Right?
Judging,
Yeah.
Like people don't want to look at each other in the eye. And I'm like, no, you gotta look. Do that. You don't have to say anything, but you can give them a nice glare.
My dad, my late dad has been gone a long time. He used to say, "What's the point in holding a grudge unless you're going to hold it forever?"
Yeah.
How do you feel about grudges?
Oh, I'm a
Devon?
very petty person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Oh, till the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah.
I
Like-
hate a grudge though. It's too
you haven't
exhausting.
lived, Kristy. You haven't lived. You gotta. It's what it is. People don't have enemies anymore. You don't have like an arch nemesis.
Yeah.
You get past that age where we're supposed to like
Yeah.
just be nice all the time. I think it drives you to
Yeah.
have
Okay,
an enemy.
Are
Yeah.
you sure you don't have ADHD? Because
No.
like spite is instant dopamine. Like
Oh.
it sounds like you're,
Well,
you're
maybe
running
And
he's
I'm
out.
got-
feeling good.
He's got.
Well, I think that having enemies is exhausting. I don't want to give
Yes.
those people mental space. I'm just
Well,
like,
You're
Well,
not
yeah.
devoting all your
I'm
time.
too tired to have a grudge.
He's got
Get away from
ODD.
me.
He's got oppositional defiance.
Oh, there you
There
go.
you go.
I think it's good to have some
Yeah.
symbolic entity that you can just
Yeah.
like focus all of your bad stuff, and
Yeah.
then everything else is good.
Oh yeah,
So-
like money for me. Right?
So-
There you go, you got money.
you
You
go.
like
Yeah.
money, then everything else is good.
Capitalism.
So I don't want to name Devon, but like,
Mm.
who is your biggest enemy, and what did they do to you?
It changes. It
Okay.
changes year to year, I think.
Yeah.
Right now, it's my plumber.
Yeah.
Like the guy that installed my new heating system. He's like very proficient at what
Yeah,
he does,
yeah.
but he's got no bedside manner. Doesn't know how to talk to people.
Okay.
Doesn't know how to like keep
Yeah.
it. Like he just a bunch.
No
Just,
filter.
yeah, no
He's a
filter.
bit
But like
prickly?
I don't mind that usually
Because you
doesn't
sound
know.
like that. You seem a bit.
Well,
prickly.
but I put it together in like different contexts.
Okay.
He's got no context.
Okay.
Switch. What do they call it? Code switching. He's got no code switching.
Oh
ability.
yeah.
So sometimes, like my plumber.
Yeah, you
Okay.
plumber. Okay,
Yeah.
Kristy,
Yeah.
you have an enemy?
It's okay. Say it. Tell him who it is.
I mean, this is not safe. This is a public forum. What
didn't
are
say
you
Well,
the
doing?
name.
we don't want the
Plumber.
name. We just want the broad
Yeah.
strokes. Come on.
Not, I
Oh,
don't
okay,
have
gosh.
anything
No,
against all plumbers.
I'm just going to name where they are just in case they ever see this. But there is definitely one person in my life who does make my life a living hell. Like,
I know who it is.
yeah.
So okay, so if she doesn't name them, you will.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No, it's just, the reason why this person makes my life a living hell is they are just a narcissist and just like, they just they got everyone fooled, but then then they come with a knife and they stab you in the back, like
Yeah.
they'll push you in front of a bus to like make
Brutus, man.
themselves look good,
Yes.
like
Alana?
Well, I can't name exactly one right now, but
Yeah.
I will say the ones who
Pick
abandoned.
one.
Well, I'm going to say the ones who abandoned the animals that live with me now, because some of them were
Yeah.
left out on the street, never claimed, or declawed and then sent off to fend for themselves. That's infuriating.
When so that cat, you still have the cat that was declawed?
She passed just a few years ago, but we had her for 11 years. I think it was like
Because you can't it's been a while. Like you can't find anybody to declaw.
it's
It's a-
amputation. It's illegal.
but also, like, it's-
awful, yeah.
Yeah, like the professional association, the Manitoba Veterinary Association
Mhm.
forbids it. I don't know how long
As they
they've done
should.
that.
Yeah.
But even when, I have to confess, when I probably like 20 something years ago when I was married,
Mhm.
and I'd never really had a cat before.
Mhm.
And my wife, we got a couple of cats, and my wife had them declawed, and we had to go out to like somewhere, Stonewall or, you know what I mean, wherever, because you could not get it done in the city.
Mhm.
And it was awful as they were recovering because it was, like you say, I mean, they were healthy and didn't have any associated health problems. And one of the cats actually was the best mouser, which was amazing to me that he had no claws. And he, at the lake, like we would bring them to the lake, and we were on an island, so they could just run around, and it was, they were indoor cats, but on the island they could run around. And so he would have always wanted to go outside. They were brothers, and this one of them always wanted to go outside. So in our door of our room at the lake, I put in a little cat flap. And so put the cat flap in, great, he went out. And then all night it's like, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And so I get up and squish, and I turn on the light, and there's mouse guts everywhere because he's been eating the mice and spitting up the stuff he doesn't
Oh
want.
my god.
Anyway, he got the cat door got locked, and he
Yeah.
was not allowed to do that anymore because I didn't realize that was a thing that was going to happen. It was very, very
Yeah.
awful.
He was bringing you a takeaway.
There you go. I'm gonna do it quick, like in case anyone's watching this and wondering what can you do if your cat is the vet tech in me.
Okay,
your
bring
cat
it
is destroying things or scratching you or whatever.
Yeah.
There are these little like nail caps that the vet
Yeah.
can glue on, and they'll stay on for like 3 to 6 weeks
Yeah.
until they have to be taken off. It's like getting a manicure for your cat. Like you get different colors, like it's sparkly, whatever. But they will stop you. So if you've got a cat that scratches the crap out of you, scratches your furniture, you don't know what to do, talk to a vet and get them to put them on. I used to do that to my cat at home. It's kind of hilarious because one time I glued my hand to the cat's paw, and I was like, oh my god!
And you had to walk around like
I had
that
to
for
rub my own
three
skin off, so
weeks.
it couldn't hurt my cat. But like, no, but do it. Like it's great. It doesn't hurt the cat, and way better than trying to think about declawing.
There's two other things that
Yeah.
you can do. You can just, if you keep their nails trimmed all the time, and even if you can't figure out how to do it, you go into the vet, it's still only $20 or whatever. And if you keep them trimmed like all the time, they kind of, when they have less traction, often they kind of just give up on it a bit. And the other thing is, you can just have a bunch of shit furniture that you don't care about, and then just let them rip it all to
Bingo.
shreds. Yeah, I have no nice things.
Yeah, can I do a PSA as well?
Yeah.
Is that good? Get yourself an enemy. Find someone that you can like focus all your mental, just and then it'll alleviate everything else in your life. Just do it.
Can you sick your cat on them? Like if you have a particularly violent cat,
You
you can just
can-
like throw that cat at that enemy.
If your animal is very receptive to learning, teach your pet to hate that person as well.
There we go.
Do what
We
you gotta
attack
do.
cats.
Years ago, we had a couple. We were billeting a couple of Fringe people, and one of them was a director from Montreal named Bruce Lambie, and he was in our front room, and he like I said, we've got a bunch of cats for legal reasons. I can't tell you how many, but he was not a cat person and had never been around cats and whatever. And he was sitting in the front room at this little table, and he was trying to do his work, and one of the cats came and jumped right on his back, and he just I've never seen anybody jump out of their skin like that. And I just, when you live with cats, like I'm just covered in scratches, and I'm just like, whatever, all my shirts all have little holes all in the front, and I've just like completely given up. It's like having cats is like being in a relationship. You're just like,
you give up?
Yeah, you give up.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
Yeah, you get it.
It's not as dark as I was gonna go, but yeah, I understand. Yeah, okay.
Oh my God.
How's this going for you, Alana? Is this what you thought it was going to be?
No, but
No.
it's been entertaining, and my face hurts from laughing. So thank you.
It's nice when because I'm so ADHD, like I like to entertain myself. So it's very, like if I go out with like normal people, like we went out with some normal people. We went out with some normal people a week or two ago for dinner. And I'm just like, the whole time I'm just like, oh my God, adults. And but like just this kind of thing is sort of what gets me going. But like in polite society, so you often can't get away with this kind of thing because it's not really,
Well, I'd rather be in the woods in that point.
There you go.
You see either the light dying in their eyes of the normal people, or just dawning horror, or they just like trying to get away. But that's the last part is the best. They just try to leave you, and then you're like, yes, I've done my job. Like they're never gonna talk to me again. Perfect.
Speaking of horror, you were talking about horror. You were talking about the last show being a horror thing. Do you guys like horror movies?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes they creep me out.
A little bit
I like
scary for me. Yeah. What kind of horror movies do you like?
Well, I think like top billing is no particular. John Carpenter's The Thing.
Oh yeah.
Ridley Scott's Alien. The first Alien is my favorite. More recently, I've what did I just watch? Oh, I watched Videodrome for the first time.
Oh yeah.
Cronenberg's.
It's weird.
I thought it was excellent. Yeah, it just off the cuff Canadian production.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go back and watch older stuff, but yeah.
I like all those ones. It's I guess a lot of the the jump scare stuff and the slasher stuff, and that's not all things that I love, but I do love John Carpenter, like really hard. Love John Carpenter.
I was crazy afraid. It's funny, the slasher thing, even though I always found that to be the most realistic. Like somebody puts on the ghost face, Scream used to scare me as a kid because I'm like, somebody could do that, but then I watched the Poltergeist, I'm like, my TV's not going to turn on me. It's like I love TV loves me, we're good, but like Scream and those slasher movies are the ones that got to me as a kid. Yeah.
So you have a better relationship with the TV than you do with the sun.
TV raised me. Yeah. TV raised me. There's no UV rays coming out, just like gamma, I think. But yeah, TV has been my friend.
What is so funny to me is like when you're, and I'm older than all you guys, but like when I was growing up, like you weren't supposed to be any closer to the TV than over there.
Yeah.
Right.
And now we've all got these devices that we're like,
oh god, yes.
Like I mean, I have this, pretty big TV, like regular size big TV, and so I've been watching for the first time. You ever see Falling Skies?
No,
the thing with Noah Wiley. Anyway, so sometimes I'll watch it on this big screen, and then when my partner is sleeping and I don't want to, hear complaints about why is the TV on, I'll watch it on my phone like this, and it's just like, So I mean, I don't know.
No, I can't stand that. When I see people on the train or bus and they're watching a full flight, like anything, a movie, TV show, and they're just watching it on this, don't you want to experience it? I'm watching the X-Files right now.
Yeah.
I'm going through the middle of X-Files and just watching on my TV on like the Blu-ray copy. I'm having an excellent time. I can't watch it on. This isn't meant for it.
How much of the X-Files have you seen?
I've started season 5.
So is Home? Have you seen Home?
Yeah,
yet?
I've seen Home. Oh.
That like is the scariest, creepiest thing. Like, and when you look at the lists of that's always at the top.
Yeah.
And I don't agree with lists, but that I'm like, yes, top of my list. Do you know what one that is? Home.
No.
It's about. It might be a little too close to home for you because you're a Mennonite and it's about inbreeding, so that might be too much. Did I just say that? Yeah.
I was hoping you would. I was like 50-50 hoping you would. 50-50. But then you didn't. I realized, no, I was 75 hoping you would. Yeah.
Do you know anything about the Mennonites?
I know enough. But
I love the Mennonites, Alana.
Okay.
I love the Mennonites.
Sure.
The Mennonites are good. I have lots of Mennonite friends.
Yeah, the
And,
homies.
I love a good, meta slope and whatever.
I don't know
and
anything about
Raoul
the
Cookin and
Mennonites,
Hoodaboos.
Oh my God.
No, we love the Mennonites. You cannot throw a rock in Manitoba without hitting a Mennonite. There's so many
But they
Mennonites.
will apologize to you.
Right.
But there's and all these
I'm crying.
they've just kind of infiltrated. They've infiltrated everywhere.
Right.
Um,
We gotta like tread lightly with these.
Alana, did you see The Naked Mennonite last year?
Yes,
Yeah.
that was written and starring my friend Ellen.
Yeah, Alan is so great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's got a show again this year, but it's a new one. It's
Yeah.
Naked Mennonite Genesis.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's
we're
the
gonna-
Naked.
Alan,
We're gonna
I'm
go
coming
check it
for
out
you.
tomorrow.
It's the
Yeah.
Naked Mennonite. It's a franchise.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing.
His
spin-off.
partner Joel is our stage manager.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Small
yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's great. I have a friend who actually performed. She did her whole show. This was many years ago. She did her whole show naked. Sat there. I don't think she moved around. She just kind of sat there and did this whole
Oh yeah.
thing. Would you do that, Devon? Would you perform naked?
Would I perform naked?
Yeah.
Script is good.
Yeah,
It's not too cold.
yeah.
Yeah.
You maybe done a few reps.
Oh yeah, you gotta like pump it up a little bit. You gotta,
Yeah.
I'm talking both ends.
Oh
You
my God.
try to make sure what? Come on. If I'm, we've all seen the movie Shame, right?
Mhm.
Fastman, you guys seen the movie Shame?
No,
Michael
I haven't.
Fassbender?
Don't
Check it
spoil
out.
it, though. Don't
Yeah,
spoil it.
I wouldn't. Trust me. You'll be pleasantly surprised. It's good.
Alana, what's your favorite movie? What's your favorite movie? What's your favorite movie that has a twist? That like if you tell the twist, you ruin the whole thing.
Don't.
And don't tell the twist. Don't tell us the twist.
Okay, well, you're definitely putting me on the spot. I will say my favorite movie is Death to Smoochie.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh wow, that's a pull. Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's a deep cut.
I love that one. I mean, a dark Robin Williams movie.
Mm.
Very fun, and the underbelly of children's entertainment. It's just the right amount of twisted for me.
Kristy, your favorite movie with a twist.
Oh.
Big twist.
Immediately, I forgot the name of every movie I ever watched. This ADHD brain thing.
Okay.
I'm like, movies exist. Devon, you go.
Oh, favorite movie with a twist. If we're talking my generation, I'm gonna just speak within my generation. When I grew
Yeah.
up, I think probably The Sixth Sense was a seminal
Oh,
film
yeah,
that
yeah.
like set the path for, and then unfortunately kind of became the every subsequent film of his would be like, oh, what's the twist? But
Yeah.
I think The Sixth Sense had a big, profound
Yeah.
effect on the narrative.
I think that one did too. I would say The Others for
Yes,
me, because
yeah.
someone spoiled Sixth Sense for
Mm.
me.
Yeah.
Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
I can't.
Say that 5 times.
Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, I have one
the-
actually.
okay, yes.
Okay, it's a common ending. It was kind of like maybe 2/3 of the way through,
Yeah.
but I remember watching in the theater and being like just like stunned. Did you ever see the movie Spider with Ray Fiennes?
No.
Oh my gosh, it's really weird and dark, and he's playing this person you find out later he's schizophrenic, but there's like you're seeing like 2/3 of the movie. And you're fully believing the story of his childhood and where he's an adult and what's happening. And there is a pretty shocking twist, either 2/3 or 3/4 of the way
Yeah.
through, and you're just like, holy crap. And then you have to go back and retroactively question
Un-
every single thing that happened in the movie. It's actually
unreliable,
very, very
unreliable
good.
narrator.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw because I'm old. I saw The Crying Game in the
Oh,
theater.
yeah.
I had no idea what it was about. And I remember, again, I won't give it away, but you have all seen it. I remember thinking in that scene, what's wrong with that woman? Like that was, it took me like, dude, it took my
You were
brain
buffering.
to catch up. Yeah. So I kind of love that. So I kind of, I hate watching, I don't love watching trailers, and I don't really want to know. I want to be surprised.
Going fresh.
What shows? We're just about out of time. What shows here at Fringe do you want to go see if you have time while you're here? I know you're busy doing your show.
Yeah, I guess everybody just looked at me real quick. The Macho Man show looks pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, he's good. Jeff.
There's somebody pointing up a Fenny.
Yeah.
I have to go
Okay,
see because
okay.
I'm being told to.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm down for everything.
You're down to clown?
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
Kristy?
Oh my gosh, a lot. I'm really looking forward to seeing Elon Muskrat. I think
Okay.
that sounds hilarious.
Yeah.
Also playing the same venue as us. Also Site 57 playing the same venue as us looks really great. And I love Jimmy Hogg shows, so I'm gonna definitely try and get to both of them. I'd like to see Martin Dockery for Forbidden City as well.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I have a list of like 18. I'm probably gonna
Okay.
get to see like 6. So
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna do my
me
best
too.
though. There's a lot of good shows here. Yeah.
Alana?
Well, I'm going to be very busy with Panic, so if I can swing it, I would like to go see. I've got several friends also doing shows. I want to see Letters. I want to see East of Berlin. On Tidy
So
Endings.
basically just war stuff.
Well, I guess you could classify On Tidy Endings that way. Also, there's Rocky Horror at Venue 1.
Nice,
So
yeah.
that'll be. I'm kind of biased towards that one. I have an entire list, but I don't know how many I'll be able to manage with energy levels and promoting our own.
So much good stuff. Well, those people out there that are listening and watching have unlimited energy levels. They are kind of a, mid-age border collie, so they can go to as many shows as they want. So check out something. Go to see something different, see something surprising, because you never know. Alana Penner, your show is called Panic,
a live radio musical.
And that is happening at
Venue 3, TCM, Cirque Moulier.
Okay, so that's out. You can make an evening of it. Go to like 3 or 4 shows over there.
340 Provenche, free parking, air-conditioned venues, and come on down.
And Kristy, your show?
We're a curated exit playing at Venue 10. That's the Asper Center for Theatre and Film at the University of Winnipeg.
Yeah.
Lots of parking there. It's air conditioned. It's a beautiful theater.
It's a nice venue.
Seats are super comfortable, and there's like 8 or 9 shows happening there, and they're all like fantastic. Come make a day of it. Come see a bunch of shows. And despite our show being about like technology, death, and scary things, it's also a comedy. So come and enjoy it. Laugh with us. See a bunch of shows, but just support live theater, support all the artists here. There's 160 different performers here. Go see as many as you can.
Amazing. Well, that is terrific. Well, thank you so much, Alana Penner, Kristy Woolam, Devon Sands. Thank you so much for stopping by, and thank you to all of you for stopping by. There's lots more coming up, so stay tuned. Art will save us all.
Art will save us all.
Art will save us all.